Why you should aim for being a protector of others. My name is Cole. I'm showing my journey of becoming a professional soccer player, building a bootstrap business, and showing my path to self-mastery. I make these videos to teach people how to create their ideal life and become a better version of themselves. I wasn't exactly sure what I want to make the video about today, but tonight I was hanging out with the people in the village that I live within, and a few times a year we have the idea to go night swimming. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but you just go swimming at night. I was expecting it to just be some of the older kids who are from 15 up, but I think the youngest one that came was 8, and I was the oldest one there. When I got there, one of the kids told me they were only allowed to go out to swim because they told their parent that I would be there. Immediately after hearing that, it made my mindset shift and think about what I was doing there. Instead of myself going there to enjoy the time and swim, which I did do, I have to be responsible for everyone there. Becoming a protector fundamentally changes you as a person, and I think it can have a real positive effect on you. But in order to be someone who can be a protector, you first have to be content within yourself. If you're not a stable person, it's a lot harder to take care of someone else when you can't even take care of yourself. I think recently I've really been pushing to become more self-content. That means being able to spend time alone and enjoy it without the need to hang out with other people. I think this will, one, increase the relationship you have with yourself as well as the relationships you have with other people. Obviously, with yourself, you want to be able to enjoy spending time alone. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in your head all the time and miserable. You're going to have bad self-talk, talking about how you could be this, you could do this, or whatever, but you want to be able to be satisfied with who you are as a person. And working towards that, my suggestion to that would be to do actions of someone who you would be proud of to be. So the example for me is that I want to be me in 5 years. So I have to think about what actions would he do either in this instance or what actions he would do in 5 years. What would his impulse control be like? How long would it take for him to get out of distraction? Would he even fall into distraction? Would he have blockers in the way not allowing him to even do that? I have to think about how he would go about the problems that I have right now and what he would do to solve them with more wisdom and more maturity. Being content within yourself increases your relationships with other people because you spend time with them because you choose to. If you are perfectly okay with spending time alone, then you're able to enjoy the moment with other people more because you're really choosing to be there instead of just feeling obligated because you know you're going to be miserable alone. It's a lot harder to be protective of other people when you're not content within yourself. It's okay if you're not perfect, you're not going to be exactly where you want to be, but I think it's really important to continue to work towards the person that you want to become. In addition to being content, you also have to build yourself into someone who can solve problems. Things are going to go wrong, so things are going to go wrong no matter what life you live. So you have to learn how to accurately assess the situation and solve the problem without getting emotional about it. When you have emotions and judgment, it tends to cloud your thinking and not allow you to get to the best or even a good decision because you're very biased. You have to sort out your own problems first before you can move on to other people. You're not going to be able to do everything at one time, so I would suggest to start with one problem that is the most difficult. Depending on the nature of the problem, it may take you a really long time to get over it, but you want to get starting the momentum as fast as possible. You can always take actions to make the situation better. Sometimes the situation just needs time and space, which is itself in an action. First, sorting out your own problems allows you to get the practice and experience that you need in order to problem solve. This will build you into someone who is able to protect others. When you are in the position where you need to protect someone else, you fundamentally change as a person. You want to be better for them. You're gonna act at a higher version of yourself than you would if you didn't have to do that. During this night when everyone was swimming, I was looking out to make sure nothing was going wrong. You never know what's gonna go wrong. Nothing's likely to go wrong, but you wanna be alert in case something does and ready to fix it as fast as possible. Here, it's a little bit different in Europe. People start drinking at a little bit earlier of an age. So two of the kids who were 14 and 15 were piss drunk tonight. If you've ever dealt with drunk people before, you know it's not the most fun thing in the world. You have to take care of them, especially for us, we had to walk them all the way back to their houses. In our instance, we had to walk one all the way up to their house, and he was very reluctant to go. This is very typical. It's important to not get mad at these people, especially if you've been in the position. You know that you've done the same thing as them. You've made the mistakes that they're going through right now, and that's okay. It's important to be patient with them and do your best to try to help them. They're probably going to resist. They're probably not going to do exactly what you want them to do. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with a drunk person or trying to help someone become better for themselves. But continue trying, continue doing what you know is the right thing, which is, in the example of drunk people, to drink water, get some food in you, and get to bed and throw up if necessary. You become a better version of yourself when taking care of someone. It's been studied that you're more likely to dog medicine than you are to give yourself medicine. So we rise to the level when we are taking care of someone else. At the end of the day, people watching this video probably want to become a better version of themselves. And an easy way to simulate that is to take care of someone. Now, I wouldn't suggest actively going out and looking for someone to take care of if nothing appears, but in the event that someone needs help or needs taking care of, you should step up to be that person who's willing to help them get out of whatever's going on. It could be something small, it could be something big, but trying to help other people will fundamentally make you a better person. You're not gonna think you're ready, you're not gonna think that it's the right time, but you must always step up. I'm 21. I don't think I'm some great protector. I was literally just watching out to make sure no one was drowning and then helping these people walk home. It's just basic everyday things, and it might not seem that much, but the skills that you will learn when taking care of these small problems will transfer for when bigger problems appear. And it's okay if you don't have the experience. Sometimes going through the event is the experience you're needing. You never know when these events are gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen in the future, but you have to build yourself into someone who's gonna be ready for whatever comes your way. In doing this, taking on the responsibility of trying to protect people, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is, will build you into a better person and give you more experience when something comes up. But you have to start with yourself first to build yourself into a person that is capable of taking care of others. Having your life a wreck makes it a lot harder for people to trust you and for you to be ready in the event that something goes wrong. I hope that when something comes up in the future and you may not think that you're ready, that you step up anyway and take charge to help the people involved. I hope you got some value for the video. Thank you for watching and good night.